I spent many years selling injectables, skincare, and capital equipment into the aesthetic industry, and it's been really interesting watching how clinics actually make buying decisions. And the reality is this: most weren't actually based on proper analysis, they were based on influence. And that's why sometimes you see equipment sitting unused or investments that never deliver the returns that were expected. And you know what? In almost every case, it comes back to the decision making process. And in fact, as a clinic owner myself for 15 years, I wasn't immune to that process as well. And I've made my fair share of decisions that I change in hindsight. And those decisions to invest in equipment, introduce a new injectable, or add a skincare line are often heavily influenced by a KOL using it, a local competitor offering it, or a strong sales presentation by a representative, or positive PR in the media that patients might have seen about a particular product or treatment. And none of these are inherently wrong, but very few decisions made in this way are built on structured thinking. And although KOLs, great sales reps who you trust, and competition who might be buying into a concept can create confidence, it doesn't necessarily give you clarity in a purchasing decision and why you're actually buying a piece of equipment for your clinic. And especially when you're making large capital equipment purchases, confidence alone isn't really enough. But before the advent of AI, clinic owners didn't have the tools to really properly analyze decisions. So, naturally, they relied on people presenting the information. But with AI, the balance of power has actually shifted, and clinics are no longer relying on what they're told. They can test it, they can challenge it, and they can prepare properly. And the key shift in using AI is not to get it to make a decision for you, but it's to ask better questions and not necessarily gather more data either. Answer these four questions properly and decision quality improves dramatically. And this is where AI adds real value, not by just giving the answers, but by sharpening your thinking. And so before any meaningful buying decision, you can now systematically work through these four areas. And it helps to replace guesswork with structure and dramatically improves decision quality. And I'll cover some of the specific prompts I use in a follow-up video.